Good. We'll go ahead and get started. So welcome to this, our second of our series of virtual pilgrimages for the beginning of the year, Enlightened Journey Focus. We're going to talk today about life targets. So if you've all had a chance to download the workbook, you should have that, and we'll be following along on that a little bit today. Just as a reminder, if you're joining us for the first time, my name is James Gerke. I live in Utah. We were just talking a little bit about that. We had a pretty heavy snowstorm last night, 2 or 3 inches, not too bad. But my internet connection is a little shaky. Maybe because of the ice or the storm or something. I don't know. Just a little bit about myself. I've been working for 30 plus years, 20 years or so in development. I help organizations with their leadership development. About a year ago, I took over as a custodian for the Camino for Good app. And what we're hoping to do is my wife and I is to bring some of our experiences, myself as a leadership development communication skills consultant and her as a licensed therapist, to bring some ideas of different virtual pilgrimages we can be doing using the app over the next coming months. So as we mentioned last week, this is a threshold for a new year. We stand at a doorway, and I'd like to see this every year as an opportunity to reflect as we step outside of our comfort zone and look at some areas that we can improve. I like this quote. I shared it last week as well. A man should never wander aimlessly, but steer his ship on a definite course, not where the wind blows, but the port of his own choosing. That's by Seneca. So part of our goal here is to have a journey to reflect upon using our heart, might, mind, and strength, to reflect upon where that course should lead us this year and provide you some tools to help you do that. So using the app, hopefully all of you have had a chance to do some walking. It's awfully cold here. It's been sub-zero or well below freezing, so it's been a little bit challenging for me to get out as often as I'd like. But I'd like to know. I just share some of your walking experiences from the last week. Where are you walking? How are you using the app? Where you're at on your journey, if you are using the app. So I'd love to hear from some of you.
Well, I don't think I'm muted.
Nope, you're good.
So I will talk then. So I'm in Michigan, and I walk every morning with my son for about a mile in my neighborhood, and then after that I try to find somebody else to walk with, and we have wonderful paths in our area. Not as many hills as I would like, because I'm also sort of training for the real Camino in May. And yesterday I walked. I was very proud. We walked in slush, rain. We were soaked by the time we got home, but we did it. So
fantastic. And Louisa, so where are you at in Michigan? I used to live over here.
And over here would be where? Let's see, you're over
by
here, so you're
over by Muskegon.
Oh, Muskegon. Yeah, no, I'm in East Lansing,
Excellent.
Michigan, near
very
Michigan
good.
State. So
I loved Michigan the years I lived there. Very nice. Thank you for sharing that. Anyone else? Judy, I think you're on mute. There you go.
Dave and I both walk every day, pretty much. Maybe taking a day or two off, but generally we go out every day. Dave goes up the mountain. We're really close to one. So, but I like going around the airport flat, but I go further. Anyways, no, every day. And I do record it on Camino for Good. So
excellent.
I know that right now I'm in Zubiri, and I started January the 1st.
Excellent.
So,
fantastic. Thank you, Judy. And Anna, I should have asked you where you're you said you were training. Where are you? Which route are you planning on taking?
Yes, we're training to go to Spain I'm not sure if Dave goes at the same time I will, because I'm going to volunteer in Rabanal del Camino for the first half of September. And after that, Dave and I are going to walk the Portuguese route along the coast. We're thinking of doing the Portuguese route along the coast as far as Vigo, taking the train back to Porto, and then doing the central route, and then continuing to Santiago.
Very good. Excellent. The central route from Porto is very beautiful. It's nice.
Is it? Great. Yeah.
Thanks.
Looking forward to it.
And Ana Louise, you said
what
you were.
Dave might do
Sorry.
when I'm volunteering, because he won't be volunteering with me. I'll be volunteering with a friend from Australia who I've never met in person, but we met 3 years ago on the Camino for Good cafe.
Yeah.
So
Excellent.
yeah, so now we are good friends, and yet we haven't met in person. So while I'm volunteering, it could be that Dave will want to fill in the gaps, because when we walked the Camino del Norte, we didn't walk the part from Bilbao to Avilés. And also when we did the Camino San Salvador, we missed the most scenic part. So he might want to go back and do that.
We missed about 15 kilometers at the top because of either a misunderstanding, a miscommunication. And they thought we were too old, so they called a taxi. And then we drove way down the mountain. I thought, where are we going? I thought we were going to go back to the starting point for the day and then do it again tomorrow morning, sort of thing. But no, we kept on driving down the mountain. I said, where are we going? And we ended up a way down. So we actually had to climb back up again. and then we did miss a spot, but we went down 2 alternative ways to make up for it. But still, the San Salvador, the most beautiful part is sort of the, not so much out of Leon. The most beautiful part is sort of when you get closer to the top and much of the way down the other side, the north side. That's the most beautiful place. But it's a short Camino in the first place. It's about a week. And we take longer because we don't go 40 kilometers or 30 kilometers. We tend to choose about maybe 18, 20, maybe only 15, depending on where we're going.
Sure.
Yeah. So
thank you very much. Ana Luisa, you were training for which route?
Well,
I'm starting out.
Sorry.
I'm starting out small in scale, so I'm starting Saria to Santiago with a group of about 11 women.
Excellent. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and I'm going to at the end here, if we want to have any more of the sharing experiences walking or your plans for the Camino, I'd love to hear from them. So I'll give you some more time to talk about that at the end. But first, I want to go back to the assignment we had on the workbook, on the guidebook, and that was for week 1. And the idea for week 1 was to try to use it as a tool to think about the future. So I'm going to give you a moment here I'm going to put you in breakout rooms, just to pair you up or put you in 3s. And what I'd like you to look at is what your experience was. Just share your experiences with each other about what that activity was like. So here's, just as a reminder, here's what we were asking you to do. So first of all, create a list. So it's just a brainstorming of statements that define your aspired life accomplishments. So if you had to kind of look back, the way I look at this is if you're celebrating your life, you're looking back like at a retirement dinner or it's a birthday and you have family and friends together and you're celebrating what's been accomplished, what would you like to have said about you? Okay. And this helps you. Day 2 was to explain who you are or will be as a person. And what I mean by this is probably what values you will pass on to others. So some of this says these are accomplishments and these are values that we pass on to others. So these are things that we have done. These are the way we have behaved. So if you look at that together, day 3 was what will people most value and respect about you? So if you had to look back at leaving a legacy, what is it that people would most value from you? And then I asked on day 4 to consolidate the lists and kind of think about the essence of the impact you have on others. And then day 5, imagine that you're writing a newspaper article. So this would be like saying, here's a review. This is what, James, or this is what Judy, or this is what Ana Luisa, this is what you have accomplished. This is what you've accomplished, and this is who you have been. And then if you had to choose on day 6, the one thing that was most important for you to achieve or to leave to others, what would that be? So this is a whole list of accomplishments and values you passed on to others. If you had to narrow that down to one, what would it be? Okay. So I want everybody to have a chance to share their ideas. So rather than do this as a group, I'm gonna put you in a breakout, and I'm gonna put you in a breakout for about 10 minutes. I'd love you to share just some insights that you have from the week, from your reflections. And when you come back, you can share maybe 1 or 2 highlights with the rest of the group. All right. So I'm going to do this. There'll be 4 participants. So there'll be 2 breakout groups. I'm going to put 4 in each one. And we'll do this for about 10 minutes. So that gives you only a couple of minutes each to share. So just kind of track the time and give everybody a chance to share their ideas. Any questions? So at the end of 10 minutes, this will bring you automatically back in the room. If you end earlier, you can leave the room and come back. You can also call for any help if there's any questions from me, and I'll come join you. Okay, so we'll see you in about 10 minutes.